get this shit off my truck. Hey, say there, Mr. Lars. Not a whole lot. How about you? They're making more fucking money than I can spend. Yeah, just kicking ass and taking names, huh? Yeah, I reckon. I guess you heard that Tom Nelson passed away, huh? No, I didn't hear that. How I saw him? Well, last week, I guess. It must have been a week before. He's been in the hospital for a couple weeks, but he passed away there, I think, yesterday or the day before. Oh, no, I hadn't heard that. No. I assume you're northbound, huh? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I think when you get up there, you find somebody else passed away this morning, too. Come on. Yeah, what kind of backup they got here? It must be a clusterfuck. Hey, bad. Just what I can see through the only end. There's somebody scattered parts from a mile. I'm pretty here. Yeah, I didn't think it was. I've been having one of them kind of fucking days, so this figures I'll lose another hour here. Right on. Oh, doggone, sorry to hear about Tom. Everything going out okay with you other than just today? Yeah, same old shit, you know, but it's like a yo-yo. Right on, right on. Yeah, it's not about calling you now that I have all your numbers, but yeah, I just haven't brought myself to do it. Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, I knew you were having an off day when you called me Mr. Laws instead of Big Enos. Come on. Jennifer, I hear you. Where's little Enos at? Snoozing?
Trucking divas and those inspiring or aspiring to be trucking divas. Today I want to talk just, real talk about respecting one another on the CB. So this conversation is not just for my trucking divas, my term for female truckers, but it's also for you road warriors out there, my term for male truckers. Everybody has a flat tire, driver.
It's the police. He don't know how to change his tire. You just shove it off the road. Yeah, a better idea. We just light it on fire. I'll break out all the hot dogs. Sounds good to me. Getting close to it. Lawrence, how about a little breakfast here? Sucks to be you, Dave. You don't get up enough for breakfast.
This is exactly why I want to check out the CB radio. You hear all this action going on? At least I have a heads up as to why I'm in this traffic. Having an interesting conversation on the CB yesterday with the trucker that goes over the road. Most of you know that I drive locally in the state of California. But it started out, these two guys were in their truck and they're flying down Highway 99. I won't say flying, but they were going pretty fast. My truck is governed out at 58 miles per hour, so I'm not going any faster than that. They passed me up, and when they realized there was a black woman in the truck, they slowed down, and I got on the CB and I said, "Stop stalking me," in a joking kind of way. They started laughing, and next thing I know, we were having this conversation. all of a sudden you hear all these other guys who are truckers, and they hear a female on the radio, and all these ugly little comments were coming out. And for a moment, I kind of shut down. They were calling me, the female trucker, mud duck, you know, and people were saying stuff like quack, 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 you know, trying to get a response out of me. I waited a good 10-15 minutes before I got back on the radio and proceeded to have a decent conversation with two guys who travel the Midwest and they come to California. But basically what I wanted to say, you know, to everybody, I gotta put my sunglasses on, sorry, but it is really bright out here. But basically what I wanted to say is, you know, you guys, road warriors, there's a lot of you that are decent and are respectful, but there are some who just don't get the fact that there are women out there, and the types of conversations that are going on are just plain out ridiculous. You know, if you were at home with your wife, or if your mother was standing right there in front of you, would you be saying some of the things that you're saying? I beg to differ if your answer was yes. But it's really offensive when women have to hear conversations where you're talking about your male parts, or you're talking about what you'll do to the Mexican woman in the truck stop, or the lot lizard and all that. It's just really disrespectful. There's too many women out there now to be carrying on these types of conversations. You know, we all have experiences that we can learn from one another if we simply learn to respect one another. And I'm really not male bashing. Please do not take it that way. I just want you to understand from a female's perspective. I personally have been in this industry for 22 years. The same freeways that some of you guys are traveling on, been there, done that. And, you know, as a woman, we have had to deal with issues that you men would never understand. We've had, and I'm not talking about the dispatchers who are cool. You know, some of you watch my channels and I've actually worked for you good people. I'm talking about those dispatchers. You know, we've had to deal with dispatchers who hit on us. We've had to deal with other drivers who hit on us. We've had to deal with terminal managers who hit on us. And by hitting on us, I'm talking about coming after us like they were trying to pursue some woman on a date. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We've had to deal with a lot of harassment. So when we're out here on the road, we're just as professional as you guys. We see the same thing you do. We encounter the same traffic that you do. We have to do that same pre-trip that you do. We go through everything that you do. And I just want for you men to take a moment to think, when I get on that CB radio, I need to be aware mentally of the fact that some woman is out there and she's listening to that conversation. Just keep your words decent. I mean, don't disrespect us. We work hard. We work hard as you do. We love the road just like you do. I've met so many women out here. It's just been a blessing. I was at a fuel island one day and I met an older woman who was in her 50s, and she told me that she had been out here for 15 years going across country by herself. Her kids are grown, her husband passed away, and we met at a fuel island at a Flying J truck stop here in California. And I told her that I wanted to, you know, eventually go across country, me and my husband, but I had phobias about it because I hear all the horror stories, you know, that women have to deal with. And, you know, pretty much she told me that, you know, she hears the horror stories too, but in 15 years she's only had pretty much one incident that actually scared her. She was at a truck stop at night, had to go to the restroom, and some guy was following her, and it was really uncomfortable. But you know, if I do it, I'm gonna have my husband with me. But the bottom line, guys, gals, is what I want you to understand is that we gotta respect one another. I mean, this is not school. You're a professional driver. You should be professional and not hide behind the mic to say whatever it is you want to say, because I guarantee you, when you go inside that shipping office and that woman is in there, 9 times out of 10, the guys that are standing there, the road warriors, are looking that woman over like, oh my God, she drives that truck. They're super impressed. If she's cute, they're gonna want to talk to her. So why would you disrespect women out there on the CB? I'm just saying, you know, you guys need to, road warriors, you need to step up your game and act like you're standing in front of your mother when you're on the mic. This thing right here is a tool. It's a tool to have good conversation. It's a tool out there for us to help one another while we're out on the road. It's a tool that can benefit. It doesn't have to be used to display your profanity, to talk about women, and to make them feel bad. Now, having said that, I just wanted to say to you guys, I'm not here to come down on anybody. I just want you to understand that there's so many of us out there. It's just not fair that, you know, you guys are adding to some things that we've already encountered. And, you know, emotionally, a person needs to have their mind, body, and spirit in check when on the road, because all of you know you're carrying up to 80,000 pounds out there. The last thing you need is for somebody to get you emotionally riled up, and then next thing you know, there's road rage going on. And you know, I've had some serious incidents on the road, and I'm telling you, if it's not a trucker who's trying to act a fool, it's somebody in the car who sees a female driver and, you know, want to do obscenities and things like that. So I'm just telling you from a woman's perspective, you know, be respectful out there. We work hard, and we just want the same respect that you guys have. And with that said, I want you guys to have a blessed, wonderful week and enjoy yourselves. Love you. Bye-bye.